changed a lot.
Since high school?
Yeah, you feel much more mature.
Oh.
That's my impression, you know?
Yeah.
You have some sort of weight in your existence,
Yeah.
you know?
I think I've always had it.
Oh, okay.
I just think school is not the place to bear it. I mean, it is, but it wasn't for me.
Bear what?
My problems. My life.
I'm really like ready to just keep going with my life, and ever since, I don't mean to sound like so rude and hateful about school, but ever since I've finished school, there has been no problems at all. Like I have never been upset.
Oh wow.
And during school, I used to get so upset. Like I used to literally cry because there's just too much shit going on.
Like what?
Just a lot. Like it's so much stress. Even though I didn't care, there was just so much stress and just like you need to get this done, you need to get this done, you need to get this done. Now I'm like just living. Like my life is just going, and there's no problems. I have no obstacles. I'm just doing my shit, doing my work, working, living it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That year, are you the only one who left early?
I think I was one of the first from like year 10. Like there were some kids that left in like year 8, but the ones that like stayed a while, I was the first to leave out of those guys.
So was it your choice or your parents' choice?
Yeah, it was my choice, but it was kind of only one choice.
How come?
Well, it was either because I got suspended for 20 days with 20 days left of year 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, so what happens when I come back? Like, I haven't done anything, like, am I gonna pass year 10? And they said, we don't know, we'll have to see then. So if I dropped out, they would just pass me. So I was like, maybe it's better to just leave than fail year 10.
Really?
Yeah, that was kind of the options.
But now you're like kind of too calm, too reserved. What happened?
I don't know. I've noticed that like more recently I feel more calm, more collected, you know. But like, yeah. I remember like I used to be like super hyperactive. I feel.
That's how I felt as well.
Yeah, but I don't know. Something happened, I guess.
Harry, what do you happen to him?
Great. I reckon maybe like since he got a job. And like
Maybe having a job is like taking away my energy. Yeah.
It's my understanding that you left school when you're year 10.
I left school at the end of year 11, and I did year 12 at TAFE.
How was that experience?
It was great.
What did you do in TAFE?
My HSE. So exactly what I was doing at Penno, but at TAFE.
What's the difference then?
At TAFE, they treat you a lot more like adults, and it just definitely suited me better.
Okay. How so?
I mean, I don't really like being told what to do, and they didn't do that at all. The teachers there understood that if you're not going to put in work, that's your choice. They're not going to force you to do anything.
Okay.
It's actually not as bad as I expected, because when I did actually get out, I was gonna panic and be like, oh, I'm gonna go find my own place, I'm gonna go get a job and work constant hours and be on a tight budget.
Yeah.
But it's not really that bad. I mean, sure, I'm not going out and living in a different place for now, just because until I get a steady income. But it's about, it's not as bad as people seem. And then you have the freedom to do things. I've done way more things I've always wanted to, and when I've gotten this motorbike, it's made me so much better as well, because I've been traveling more. So that's like one big, huge up for this for me. It was just like, so exciting when I got the motorbike, especially.
When did you get it?
Well, I started riding probably, I'd say about almost 6 months ago. Okay. 5, 6. And I got my new motorbike only about a month ago. So I was running a low powered, and now I'm a bit better.
So do you enjoy life after high school?
I would say yes, and I would say no.
Oh. What's yes and what's no?
Yes, because I've said before, freedom. I've been so happy knowing that I can do what I want, basically, and it's been nice, and I have been able to like hang out with friends and finally find time to hang out with friends, and said it again. I've had time to hang out with friends and time to hang out with family as well. It's nice to, you know, kind of engage more on that and not have the stresses of having to think about school. I mean, sure, I mean, I will think about it eventually at some point, because if I go in the TAFE and I do my film school, or if I do TAFE in other subjects, but it won't be as bad because it'll be something I enjoy. I'm going to be really honest, school didn't have just about everything I enjoyed, but it was there. So it did kind of put a lot of pressure, and especially COVID was a bit of a problem.
What's it been like?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been definitely like a lot of change has happened.
Yeah.
I think last year was like one of the biggest years in my life.
Oh wow.
That has like, in regards to like lots of different things happening and lots of change happening. It's been a lot. I feel like I've had to take on a lot more responsibility. Yeah, and my schedule's like always changing, which is kind of stressful, but yeah, I just feel like nothing, like when you were in school, it was very much like you had structured weeks, and now my weeks are like so chaotic, which I like, but it's also like I never know what my next week is going to be like it's very much like give or take, I don't know. Yeah, just quite stressful.
Are we talking about placement from the uni, your uni work, or your other work?
Kind of everything.
Oh.
Like last year I was working like different jobs. I think I had like 3 jobs last year at some point, which was too much for me, and it was like very chaotic.
What did you do?
Well, I let go of 2 of my jobs, so now I just have 1 job, which has been a lot better for me. And yeah, my course is just very like demanding in the sense that it requires a lot of in-person hours, and it's a very practical subject, so you have to be in uni a lot. And also placement was quite stressful and a lot for me, but it was a good experience, but it just also took a lot out of me, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where have you been working for your placement?
I've been working at before and after school care.
No, placement.
Oh, placement. I was at Concord Hospital.
Oh wow.
And I was at the Hills Private Hospital. So I had 3 placements. Yeah, 2 at Concord, 1 at the Hills Private Hospital.
What's your main job to do as a placement?
Okay, well, because I'm a nursing student, you work on the ward with other nurses. There's like different shifts you can work. So there's like an AM shift and a PM shift, so like a morning and afternoon shift. And basically you just follow a nurse around, but sometimes they don't really want you there, so you kind of have to just like fend for yourself a little bit. So yeah, you kind of just practice the skills that you learnt in uni.
You must have learned so much for last years.
Yeah, you do. They kind of throw you straight in the deep end, like they just kind of expect you to like just adapt to it. And like it's quite confronting, because like some of the stuff you see is like not stuff you see in everyday life, and it takes a little bit to like get over it. But
can you give me an example?
Well, there's just like been some situations where like someone like they'll think someone's having a heart attack, so you have to like press the buzzer, and like all the nurses and doctors run in, and like you have to like grab the emergency kit, and it's just like a whole process. It's like very stressful thinking that like someone like could die. I'm lucky that I haven't had to deal with any deaths yet, but I know friends that have had to, and it just doesn't sound too nice. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's from the high school student who just go to school, do the work,
Yeah.
to jump into uni, and even the first semester throw into the placement.
Yeah.
And like only 18, 19 now?
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot.
The life after high school.
It's good. It's been very calm. I haven't really been doing much. Hanging out with friends a lot. So lots of that.
Been kind of boring. I've been working, but I haven't done anything. I feel like I need to do stuff. But, yeah.
New Year's, Christmas.
That was busy. That was fun.
Christmas was good, yeah.
Yeah. New Year's was hectic, but that was good hectic.
New Year's was hectic.
How was your ETA?
Oh, yeah, it was good. Yeah. I got 85.1.
What? Congratulations.
Thank you.
I got higher than expected. I thought I wasn't gonna do very well because I didn't really study for anything, but I got 65.05 or something.
And university?
I'm going to Macquarie Uni to do primary teaching. So.
I thought you're doing secondary teaching.
No, everyone wants me to, but I want to do primary.
Oh.
So, yeah.
And you?
I want to do uni after I travel for a bit, so I got a few early entry things, but I didn't take any of them because I'm still not 100% sure on what I want to do.
Okay.
But I want to travel for like a year or two before I do anything.
Where are you gonna go?
I want to get my van, go around Australia first, so, and then maybe go to, I have a lot of family all over the world, so maybe visit all them.
Where are they?
Oh, so we've got, I think, family friends in Italy. I've got family in England, Canada, America. Got some in Africa. Off the top of my head, that's about it, but scattered.
Well, okay. I had a plan for 2022. I had a different outlook about how it worked out. I got accepted early offer into a private psychology college with a degree in psychology and criminology, and I was excited about it, but because our ATARs came in January, I think, I wanted to wait to see if I could get into a different uni as well, but this college started the 7th of February or something, which is like a month earlier than every other uni. So I delayed my admission to that college until I think only a week before it started. So I wasn't sure I was actually going to go there until a week before. It was I ended up going there for 6 weeks, and then I decided to defer. Basically the end of 2021, right after I graduated, the next day, my mum told me that she had acute myeloid leukemia.
What's that?
It's cancer.
Okay.
So that changed everything. It changed everything. I did my best to go to uni, live life, but it was too hard. With everything going on, my mum in and out of hospital, didn't know what was going to happen. I decided it was best to defer and work, and yeah, that's kind of how it's been. She's fine. She's in remission. It's all good. So it worked out all right.
She beat the cancer.
Yeah,
wow.
She did.
That's pretty amazing.
It's tricky with cancer because they don't say that you've beat it until you're 5 years into remission. But remission means that she doesn't have cancer.
Okay.
So technically she beat it, but according to doctors, she hasn't beat it.
Okay, so 5 more years.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how it happens.
Yeah, but she's not sick anymore.
Okay.
I don't know what there's much to say about me right now. I'm just kind of I'm about to start uni. I'm about to actually get into my life and live it, because to talk about my mum again, because of she was sick, I haven't been able to go out really. I saw you last week. That's the 3rd time I've been out
in a whole year.
Yeah, well, been out to like an 18 plus thing and been able to drink out with people. It's been a very like mask up lockdown year, because if we go home sick, mum gets sick, she could die, because she doesn't have immunity to anything. I just derailed into my mum again. I'm sorry.
About 2 months towards the end of last year.
Oh.
Went for about 2 months towards the end of last year, and then it kind of just like, I don't know, went to schoolies, and then from there motivation just kind of dropped. Came back from schoolies, wasn't really into it, and then so I was just working from it, and then the other day I was just like, need to get back into it, need to do something with my health, because working isn't cutting it.
I thought you are this kind of person who is always so motivated to.
No, I could not say that. I like to stay motivated, but it's definitely gets hard sometimes.
Look at you, like working 7 days nowadays. That's
Yeah.
motivated. I don't think most of people in your year, wouldn't.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know many people that do. When I tell a lot of people, they're like, nah, I would not be doing that. But I don't really have any other commitments at the moment. Like, I'm not at uni, I don't really have to study. And like, I kind of put this year aside so I could work heavily, just to like pay off my car, start saving.
You already got a car.
Pardon?
You already got a car.
Yeah, I know, I haven't fully paid it off though, so I need to get that done.
Not much really, just figuring out what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And then I went to Canada for a bit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I visited my family.
Oh. You from Canada?
Yeah,
Oh, since when?
since forever.
Est-ce que vous parlez français aussi?
I have no clue. Oh,
Okay. Oh. Right. Which part of France?
well,
Oh, no, from Canada, sorry.
Toronto.
Oh, Toronto. Oh. So you go for North.
Yeah,
Do you watch basketball?
I don't watch basketball, but
Okay.
obviously,
Okay.
in North.
Did you cry when they win the championship?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't even watch it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Oh,
I visited
wow.
family for like 4 or 5 months, and then I came back, started working, and then quit. And now I'm just looking for a better job.
What did you do?
I did like insurance directing.
Oh, wow. Why did you quit?
It was ass. So, oh, my bad.
Does she have a Canadian accent? Oh, really? I have no idea
Can you
that.
not tell? I mean, I do part-time modeling, so that's fun. Part-time modeling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Where about?
Just had to.
Is that how you met him?
No,
Okay.
we met at a party.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah.
How was life after high school?
To be honest, as soon as I finished high school, it was straight away, okay, high C over. So let's have some fun. You know, just turn 18, go drinking with friends, stay out late. After that, getting my license was number one thing.
Okay.
Because I kept on pushing back. As soon as I got it though, because then I couldn't drive anywhere, got it 22nd of February 2022, which is on a Tuesday as well. So I literally got my license on the day of the twos. Once I got that, straight away the week afterwards, I went for an interview at AAA Traffic Control. One of my friends from wrestling put in a good word for me because he works there as well. So now I design traffic control plans. And at the start, I was like, okay, cool, because now I'm not lazy anymore.
Lazy?
Because normally, like, if when I wasn't working, just wake up, maybe like do nothing the whole day, go training. Training's tough, obviously. Training's discipline. But after going to the gym and training, I wasn't really doing much. So now I'm making money. You know, I can work something to do at least. So then now I have income for when I start a business, put money into Bitcoin or stocks. I can do whatever I want. Something besides training, I can really invest my time into. So at the start, it was an office job. So being an 18-year-old kid coming straight into an office job, it's not the best because I'm really bored. But the pay was good. But it's good to learn things, but I wasn't having fun. And the big important thing was just 8 hours with only a half an hour break, or one half an hour break and one 15-minute break. Oh man, I was like falling asleep on my desk almost.
Really?
Because my body wasn't used to it.
8 hours?
Yeah, 8 hours.
What do you do for 8 hours?
Designing traffic control plans, picking phone calls, council permits, ROLs, a lot of things, answering emails.
Oh, wow.
But I almost fell asleep on my desk once, and then my friend was like, hey, don't let the boss see that, because you'll get fired just straight away like that. And so, but now my body's used to it, I'm used to it. And honestly, I was scared, because I was like, I have to like make a lot of money somehow, because I can't do this until I'm 65 years old. No way, I'll have the worst time ever. But now I enjoy it. The people, like, even though the work sometimes get a little bit boring, the people that I work with is a lot of fun. So they're good conversations. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be working this job for very long.
Okay.
I do want to go to university eventually, like in Canada. By September next year, I want to start. But even if I don't go to that, this job is like, actually one time, so I don't want to have this job for a long time, maybe like 3 years or so, just for some experience in the office, because it does look really, really good on my resume as a project designer. But just to save some money while I'm young, hopefully I can start my own business soon by starting my own gym with my brother. But there was a story where, so as an office worker, every time one of the traffic control trucks come in, so that's where it actually has like the traffic controllers with the high vis and have all the signs. Every time they come back into the depot, like that, exactly like that, exactly. Every time if you ever look on there, there's all the signs, maybe 100 signs, like prepared to stop and all those types of signs. Every time they come in, we have to count them to make sure we haven't lost any. Because if we lost any, then the traffic controller has to pay for it. Like those signs there, you see those signs in the cones? Which signs like that. Which hat in the sign, But
I don't know.
Do you feel like an adult now that you left school and doing all the uni stuff, or it depends on you?
Yeah. No. It doesn't feel that different. I feel like nobody was ever like on my case about doing work. Like no one ever had to tell me to do my schoolwork. I just did it. So it's kind of the same in uni. I don't feel like an adult. I just feel the same. It just feels more scary because everything I have to do more of it for myself in terms of like paying for more things and like, you know, just doing everything for myself, like all the, I don't know why I can't think of an example right now.
It's alright.
But I guess like doing all like forms and stuff, that makes sense. Having to do all that by myself and responsibility for myself. Even just, I don't know, like this coming to Penno Hills was like 15 minutes walk. And like uni, it's like I have to go all the way on the train. I have to like try and navigate the trains, make sure I'm on time. And that way, like finding directions is so hard for me. I get lost so easily. So being by myself in the city was pretty daunting at first because I was like, I'm gonna get lost so quickly. But I didn't. I made it. I found uni. Not that hard, but anyway, I got very off track there.
How was the first half year of uni experience?
It was good.
It's good?
Yeah, like, you know, I didn't know what to expect, I guess, about my course. So I was scared, you know, it wouldn't be what I thought it would be. But I think it was better than I thought it would be, which is good.
Tell me about it.
Well, so there's a lot of drawing. Like, when we first got there, it was like, draw this, draw that, draw everything, which scared a lot of people who hadn't done like art in school, stuff like that. They were all like, I don't know how to draw. This is intimidating. But for me, I think that helped me fill in a lot because I had a lot of experience drawing. So like that was the first big assignment. Like after 3 weeks, we had to like draw all these landscapes, and people were like very intimidated by that. But yeah, so that was good. That was, I don't know, I guess I expected it would start off like more intense than that for me. There would be things that I was like more uncomfortable with to start off with, but there wasn't really too much there. And then it kind of moved to digital drawing, then it got harder. But no, it was really good. And the nice thing about my course is that there's only about like, well, originally there was 70 or something of us, but now there's only about 40.
people doing my course. So it's really small, and so we do all the subjects together, everything.
That's awesome.
Very much like high school sort of experience, but it makes it easier to get to know people. So that was good for me because I would have struggled otherwise. Yeah.
That's good. What about in terms of, let's actually talk about the socializing aspect of the uni, because like you say, a lot of people that when they do the uni, they struggle to make friends because they only meet them 2 hours per week, and you go to uni for 3 times a day, and you don't get to spend lots of time together. So, and then some of them have friends group already, so it's also hard to squeeze in. And what's your socializing aspect of the uni?
Well, like at first, on the first day of uni, it kind of felt like everyone already knew each other, and I was like so intimidated by that, even though talking to them, they didn't. I don't know. I think it just came more naturally to them or something.
Okay.
But like, so the first few weeks, it was kind of like I didn't really know anyone, but they were the same people all the time. So I guess it made it easier to eventually, like, that's not the right words. Like, well, I mean, in the end, the way I found friends was like, because we were all together all the time, other people would kind of like notice when someone was alone, and they noticed that more, and then they'd reach out and be like, hello, and try and include. And like, that's what happened to me probably, because at the start I was like pretty much by myself most of the time, which is, it was not fun. But yeah, so having like them, you know, say hi to me like in one class, and then them being there in the next class, so I can have someone in that class and not having to start again in each of like different subjects. That was, you know, made it so much easier to get to know them. And yeah, I mean, they were very kind to me, and they included me, and now it feels really good, you know, like not having to worry about like going into lectures, like who am I gonna sit with, am I gonna sit by myself, because you know everyone in all of them, and it just feels like part of a little community.
That's great. So what was it?
Oh, okay. So I met, it was, like, I'm just gonna say 2 weeks ago. Maybe last week, 2 weeks ago. I met Elliot.
Okay.
Elliot Gasco. He works at IGA in Penno UP, and we're having just like a small conversation with him. I was talking to him for like, you know, a little bit, and just about like, you know, how his life is doing and stuff, and just the way that he was talking to me and the things he was saying, I was just like, wow, this guy all of a sudden seems so much more like motivated and in control of his life. He was saying that, like, you know, he wants to do like he wants to work in like cyber security or something like that when he gets older. And I was just thinking, like, it made me think that a lot of kids, when they leave high school, I think they start to realize, like, you know, they're screwed if they don't, you know, really go for it. Which is, you know, why I think you're seeing a lot of people now, when you talk to them, that they're so different compared to when you saw them in high school. Like, some of the like academic people are like really pushing to, you know, set up their lives, stuff like that.
Why do you think that's the case?
Because they're getting older and they're getting scared that, you know, if they don't start now, they're going to get screwed over when they're older, I think.
Do you think they're mature?
I do. I think they got much more mature. Like, even I haven't got that much. I'm basically the same person, but a lot of people are much more mature and much more in control of their lives.
Okay. How was the transition?
Hard.
Okay.
Very hard for me.
Interesting. Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, it's still hard. Well, the main thing is in high school everything's planned out for you. You have your own timetable, your own times. You go to lunch at this time, recess at this time. You leave school. You come to school at this time.
Structured.
Very structured. In uni, it's all self-chosen. You pick what times you come in. You decide if you want to do the work yourself. No one's checking if you're doing the work. No teachers are like, you have to do this. And then at the end of the term, you have a test, and then you go off and come back in 4 weeks' time. So it was definitely hard to get that self-motivation. For some people, I think it was very easy. The people who in high school were self-motivated and could, they did the work when they wanted and they chose to do it and stuff like that. But I was very lazy in high school, so it was definitely a change for me. I'm still getting used to it.
Okay. How about in terms of content?
Not that bad.
It's not much.
No.
It's not much harder.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part is getting the motivation to do it. The actual content,
so it's doable.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably easier.
No way.
Yeah.
I thought high school was much easier than me. I mean, in terms of content. I thought that's my wrong impression.
Yeah, that makes sense, but I don't know how to explain it. I think high school was harder in terms of content because you're being introduced to harder things. Not harder things, but like more new things, if that makes sense.
Do you miss high school?
When I started uni, oh yeah, I really miss high school because it's like a big family, right? Same 30 kids in your class every single day. You know what's gonna happen, and then you go to uni. It's like I don't know anyone. Well, because no one from Penno Hills went to uni. Well, it's me, Ellen, Richard, Taylor, Riley, Ebony, and Color. I think there's like one other person. So I don't really know anyone from here. But even to the people who went to like Macquarie and stuff, they don't really see each other around that much. So I don't like change. Lots of people don't like change. So at the start I didn't like it. Now you get more used to it. You go through the motions. It's refreshing to be more independent. To be more independent. To just try new things. But it was hard at the start.